Hey now, why should you learn consultative sales? I've got the answer to that question and so much more on this episode of the Inside BS Show. Hi, it's Dave Lorenzo, and this is the show that takes you inside business sales. Today we're talking about consultative selling and why you need to learn it. This is best demonstrated by a quote from Omar, that's the character from The Wire played by the great Michael K. Williams. And Omar says, "The game is out there and it's either play or be played." Now, what does this mean for you as the leader of a sales team selling big ticket services or a high ticket product with a long sales cycle? Well, you need to get your salespeople interested in engaging in relationships. So the Omar Little quote, "The game is out there, either play or be played," really, to me, represents the fact that somebody is going to sell these high-ticket products, this high-ticket service to your prospective client. If it's not you, it's going to be somebody else. And you have an opportunity to develop a relationship with that prospective client and be ready, willing, and able to help when the time is right. Or you can focus on trying as hard as you can to bang your head against the wall and close a deal tomorrow. Now, with long sales cycles, you have to realize there is always somebody out there who's ready to buy. Your job is to find that person. So that's the game. The game is for you to develop as many relationships as you can, stay in touch with all those people, continue to add value to those folks and their careers and their businesses and their relationships. And then when the time is right, they'll call you. Let's say you start your career today and you're a high-ticket sales rep. Let's say you're just like me. I started my career in consulting. I didn't know anybody who would be a prospective buyer. So what did I do? I went out and I connected with as many people as I possibly could in the industries that were known for buying my services, and I developed relationships with them. My goal was to develop 3 new relationships a week, and by the time I was in the job 3 months, I had over 40 relationships developed. What does that mean? I reached out to people, I found out what their issues were, and I helped them solve the most pressing issue they had that day. Even if that issue was not in a business that I worked in. I referred people to friends, I referred people to people I went to college with, I referred people to complimentary service providers. I did everything I could to solve those people's problems. And those 40 people that I met in the first 12 weeks, of those 40, 4 of them gave me deals within my first year. You heard me correctly. A sales cycle that was typically 18 months long was shortened in some cases to 60 days, in some cases to 6 months, and in most cases to less than a year because I developed relationships with them. Consultative sales is all about putting the relationship ahead of the transaction. So if you put relationships ahead of transactions and you develop 3 relationships a week over the course of 50 working weeks, 5 times 3, that's 1,500 relationships you'll have. Somebody is going to be ready to buy at some point. The game is out there. It's either play or get played. If you aren't developing relationships with these people, their next deal is going to go somewhere else. If you're not leveraging consultative selling, you need to do it right now. If you'd like to learn more about consultative selling, I've got a great video that's coming up right now for you. Right below me right now is how to use The Godfather, the movie The Godfather, as a model for consultative selling. It's what I've done. I use myself as an example. Watch the video about how I became the godfather of consultative selling. It's right below this video right now. I'll see you there.